Tomco Insurance Agency is a full-service insurance agency offering auto, home, farm, toys, business, health, and life. Tomco is proud to support School Talk on WEIU. More information is available at 217-345-6750 or email info@tomcoagency.com. Tomco is an independent, family-owned, operated insurance agency in Charleston.
Hi, I'm Brayden Armstrong, host of School Talk. Today I'm here with Tyler Wayne. So Tyler, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, like I said, I'm Tyler Wayne. I'm in 7th grade at Charleston Middle School, and I've been living in Charleston my whole life.
Tell me a little bit about CMS.
CMS, I think I really like CMS compared to Jefferson because there's just so much more freedom, and there's so much more extracurriculars like sports in Jefferson, and I like the exploratories and how you can go deeper in them compared to Jefferson, whereas once a week. So I think CMS is like a lot better than Jefferson, and I like it a lot.
Tell me a little bit about the exploratories.
So we have computer skills, careers, which is a new one, so that one's fun. Music and art. I just like them because you can go more in depth during that quarter, and it's a new thing, so school never really gets mundane.
Out of those, which do you think would be your favorite?
My favorite would probably be music because I'm a choir kid, do musicals, so I really enjoy music anyways, and I think going and learning more about it's really fun.
Who's your music teacher this year?
Mr. Malot's our music teacher. He's also the choir director, so I know him even better from the start of the year. So I'm not as nervous going in meeting a new teacher.
Yeah. Out of those exploratories and any other subjects in school, what would be your favorite?
My favorite subject, I think out of all of my classes, I think I'd like PE the most because you can do, I think I'm athletic. I'd like to consider myself athletic. And I find a lot of joy just getting to move, go outside.
Well, with that, do you play any sports?
Yeah, I do. I play during fall season. I did cross country, which I'll do it again, but cross country is grueling. I'm not a good runner, and I threw up, I think, every race. And then during spring, I do soccer and track, and those are just more running sports. So I don't know how I do it. I'm not a runner, but I find those really fun.
I take it you like those.
Yeah.
So moving on to my next question here, do you feel that CMS or at Charleston Middle School is a good place to learn daily?
I do think it's a good place to learn because since all of our teachers are different compared to Jefferson, it's like each teacher has a different learning style, so you can learn more, and there's going to be something new every day.
Who are your teachers this year?
I'm on red team. Our school split up into 2 different teams, so 2 different groups of teachers, so everybody learns differently. But I have Mr. Veach for social studies for my first period. I have Miss Malott. She's a new teacher. She used to be at Jefferson, so she's like facing new stuff. Then my 3rd period for science is Mrs. Strand. She's really fun. She's silly. And then I have lunch, and then 5th period's Miss Be About teaching pre-algebra. So that's been very different from Miss Klein in Jefferson. And then 6th, it's technically Mrs. Miller. And I have a fun running joke with her because in Too Good for Drugs, I said Slaytastic once.
Yeah.
So now every time I see her, we just go Slaytastic.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It is funny. And then 6th right now is Miss Thompson for art. Well, that'd be 7th. And then 8th is choir with Mr. Malott.
Yeah. How do your teachers that you just mentioned, or any of them really, make your learning fun?
I think, Miss Strands makes it really fun because today, because in PE we're doing line dancing for the boot, scoot, and boogie, and she used to go to school here and she learned the same thing. So it was so funny, before class she just had the music already playing and she was just doing the dance. And then, so it was really enjoyable, so it already gets me in a good mood. And then
Yeah.
once we actually start learning, I'm more open to it because I'm not super bored.
Yeah. Is it easier to learn when you're in a fun environment?
Most definitely. Because when I'm just bored out of my mind, I just sit there and just like want to melt down.
Yeah.
But if I'm having fun while doing it, if I'm in a good mood, it's just so much easier to learn. I like want to participate, I want to do good. And I think having fun while learning is the most important thing.
Yeah. That sounds pretty nice to have like fun teachers and a fun way to learn and just
Yeah.
do fun stuff in general.
Yeah, I think that's really improved in our school. I think, especially with IAR testing,
Yeah.
they like really focused on that. But after that, it was just, we had a fun week, so it was really nice.
You get nervous when you have tests going along with that at all?
Sometimes. I'm pretty good at school. I get straight A's. So sometimes I don't usually get nervous for a test. And especially before tests, if I'm already worried about it, I'll just take home a study guide and just run through the answers. So usually I'm not nervous now.
Do you have like a set time to study for you tests and quizzes or to like do your homework or anything?
I don't have a set time because whenever I do get homework, because I manage my time well, so it's usually always done during class. But if I do, I'll like go home, I'll have a snack, and then right after I'll do my homework, study for a test, or in the car before school, my mom will go through and ask me questions on it.
Do you participate in any extracurricular activities at our school?
At our school, yeah, like I said, all the sports. I do a lot of sports. I might do Scholastic next year. I think people are having fun, so I might try that.
Oh yeah. I gotta tell you, I'm on Scholastic Bowl. You would love it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like Jeopardy, and whenever I'm watching Jeopardy,
Yeah.
I always have fun trying to answer the questions.
Yeah, you would love it. What is your favorite lunch food or cafeteria food?
Cafeteria food, I'm actually so sad about it, but also kind of happy, because last year they had these like chicken drumsticks that were huge, and those were so good, but we don't have those anymore. So I really like the mashed potatoes, gravy, corn,
Yeah.
and for some reason the corn at our school is like so good. So anytime I see it, I just get the biggest helping of it and like devour it all. And also they brought back strawberry milk, which is like, they had it in like second grade, then took it out, and now it's back, and it's amazing.
I gotta ask you about potato tots. What are your opinion on potato tots?
Tater tots, it really depends. They're hit or miss. Either they're like kind of soggy, or the bottom ones are like rock hard. I prefer the French fries whenever they have it, but sometimes I'll devour the tater tots.
Had to ask about that in the past interviews. Everyone's loved potato tots. How is middle school different from other schools we have attended, like Jefferson or Carl Sandburg or any of them?
A lot of it's like so much more freedom. Like before, it's like, especially with Jefferson, it was a huge school. So like going into it, you'd be like, oh, I'm worried, I don't know where my classes are. But your homeroom teacher walks you to every single class you have. So it's like, you can't go talk to other people like on the different team outside of your class. I feel like you're very with that 20 or so group of kids. So I like the middle school more, because especially during lunch and activity time, you can be with the other groups, which I really like. So it's a lot more freedom.
Tell me about activity time a little bit.
Activity time. So before it was good, because now we have our two different groups, like group 1 and group 2, so you can just sign up with your friends. And also you don't have to sit at one lunch table for your class. So like I said, more freedom. You can go talk to your friends in other classes. And I was worried about like recess getting taken out, but
Yeah.
it didn't really happen. I just play Foursquare now, but it is only like 20 minutes each, I think.
Yeah.
So that's a bummer instead of 30 minutes for lunch and recess.
So going along with different schools, we're going to high school here in about a year. What are your feelings on high school? What do you think it'll be like?
High school, I think high school will be like middle school, just stepped up, like a lot more freedom, which can be good or bad. Kids make bad choices in high school, but there's so many more extracurricular activities. You can choose your classes, which I'm looking so much forward to. I'm like excited just to choose like what I actually want to do. But it's also a really big school, and you don't have your teacher leading you everywhere.
Yeah.
So it'll take me a little bit to figure out how to get around the school.
Is there any classes you might want to take?
Probably choir. Like now it's already a class that I'm doing, but do that again in theater whenever they have it. Those are fun. I haven't seen all the class lists, but I'm looking forward to those.
So you have an interest in theater. Tell me a little bit about why you like that.
I think it was like third grade, third or fourth. I first listened to Hamilton, and I've been hooked since. And also I did choir because I wanted to be an actor, and then in fifth grade I was in Big Fish, the high schools. So then I met Mrs. Sharp and a bunch of people. Like Connor works here. He was in some of the musicals I was at. So I did Big Fish, and that got me hooked on acting. So
Yeah.
I'm like stuck into it. Last summer I did Addams Family the musical, which was so much fun. I think I got such a better singer from that because I had my own song. And then last fall I did one here at Doudna, where it's Children of Eden.
All your musicals, I've seen all of them. You do excellent on them.
Thank you.
So my next question here is, what advice would you have for a younger student starting at our middle school next year from sixth grade?
Sixth grade, I think make sure you have good friends. Make sure you're in the right crowd. And that's part of the bad side with freedom. It's so much easier to hide that. So I think it's be nice to your teachers. Get your work done, because if you fall behind, they keep assigning more work and it's so difficult to catch up.
Yeah.
So just do your work, have good friends, make right choices, especially with the freedom you're going to get.
It's great advice for anyone starting at our school next year, not just from Jefferson, but just anyone in general.
Yeah.
So my last question for you here is there anything else you'd like to share with me or add?
I'd like to share, I don't know, I like our school. I think it's good, especially with the more freedom and the corn. The corn's so good. I just really want to bring that point home. It's really good. And all the extracurriculars like basketball, tracks, all that, those are good. So you just so much more freedom, and you just got to get used to that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here, Tyler. Thanks for joining us on School Talk. I'm Brayden Armstrong. Thank you for watching.
Tomco Insurance Agency is a full-service insurance agency offering auto, home, farm, toys, business, health, and life. Tomco is proud to support School Talk on WEIU. More information is available at 217-345-6750 or email info@tomcoagency.com. Tomco is an independent, family-owned, operated insurance agency in Charleston.